Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Reading with Bob. We've got a patch notes version 409.1 warehouse update from Atlas. They are here. They announced this last week. We talked about the announcement a little bit. Let's see what they put in the patch notes. It says it was released 15 hours ago, but it's a little after 8 o'clock here, and it says this was released a little after 3 a.m. on the Discord server, which I was asleep then. So yeah, anyway. Let's see what we got. Ahoy Pathfinders, we're excited to bring you Phase 2 of the new features we are currently rolling out, expanding from the Farmhouse system we introduced last patch. Warehouses are a new structure type that players may build at a smithy. We are shifting stone farmhouses and warehouses to a new skill, Advanced Automation, which can be found in the construction tree, which requires Esotery of Building. Warehouses can be used in conjunction with farmhouses to automatically collect and store the resources gathered from farmhouses. Gone are the days of having to tediously move resources to and from for storage. Simply craft and place the warehouse and it will begin gathering all farmhouses within a 500 m radius. And it says down below one foundation equals 2 m, so that's 250 foundation radius. Ever get confused by which of your storage boxes has your resources? Yeah, all the time. With its large storing capacity, you can now easily access all your resources in one place. Any basic resource and alloy can be put into the warehouse. It will not store finished goods. So it's basically a resource chest that's really freaking big, and can grab stuff out of your farmhouses. So it looks like it will work with multiple farmhouses. Let's take a look at what else they have to say. We've also made a few tweaks to improve and balance farmhouses. Again, these systems are still a work in progress, and we are continuing to change and develop the farmhouse and warehouse as we examine gameplay and receive player feedback. The warehouse update also includes an explosive barrel rework and a couple of minor balance changes on Puckles and Army of the Damned. For more on warehouses and other changes, see the full patch notes below. So let's do that. This is Reading with Bob. Let's read the patch notes. So first off, we have a new skill, which is Advanced Automation. Added Advanced Automation to the construction tree, which requires Esotery of Building. The cost is 12 skill points, and new warehouse and stone farmhouse added to this skill. We have another new feature, which is warehouses. Of course, that's why we're here. New structure type. Warehouses may be built at the smithy. Warehouse is a structure that automatically collects resources from farmhouses in range. Will not collect wood thatch, which is fuel for the farmhouses. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. Gathers from farmhouses within 500 meters. Gather rate is 5% of the farmhouse inventory every 10 minutes. I don't know how I feel about this. Won't collect wood thatch. I mean, that's one of the biggest things we're gathering here. I've been playing with the farmhouses recently in a private server that I've got playing, and yeah, that's a big deal. Maybe they should create a separate fuel slot for that. I don't know. I don't like that it's not going to collect wood and thatch. That's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Warehouses may not be placed closer than 2 km to another warehouse. So, what do we say? One foundation is 2 m, so 2,000 meters. So 1,000 foundations apart is how far they have to be apart. Warehouses must be placed within 30 m of the shore, so 15 foundations from the shore. So you can't put it in the center of an island if it's not close to the shore. Okay, interesting. Warehouse takes thatch or wood as fuel. More than one warehouse can hit the same farm. Wait a minute. Okay. So a warehouse is going to take thatch or wood as fuel, but a warehouse will not collect wood or thatch fuel from the farmhouses. So we've got to manually fuel this thing, unlike the farmhouse, which once you fuel it, it's good to go, as long as you don't take all the wood out of it. Okay, so that's a thing we're going to have to pay attention to. More than one warehouse can hit the same farm. Okay, so if they take 5% of the farmhouse every 10 minutes, maybe that'll empty the farmhouse quicker. I don't know. Warehouses have 40 storage slots. Warehouse stack size is 10,000 units. Max inventory weight is 50,000. Warehouse health is 40,000. Warehouses are not taxed. All right, so guys, if you're on somebody else's island, your warehouse will not be taxed, at least automatically. So again, here's that reference point: 1 foundation equals 2M. Explosive barrels. This is cool. This is interesting to me, and there's some other interesting stuff down here about Army of the Damned, so stick with me on this one. Explosive barrels. Instant detonation option has been removed. Setting the detonation timer is now a separate action from lighting the fuse. Detonation timer can now be set and viewed in inventory. So you're looking at it in your inventory, you can set it and take a look at what the timer is. The fuse is automatically lit when a carried barrel is placed. Added defuse option. Any player can defuse an explosive barrel. So if an enemy player puts an explosive barrel down, I guess you can run up and try to defuse it and see what happens. Can now be used as ammo in cannons, large cannons, and catapults. That's actually pretty cool. So we can launch explosive barrels either through cannons or catapults. It doesn't seem a smart idea to shoot an exploding barrel out of a cannon, and that's just me. But hey, let's see what happens. And they fixed the duplication bug. So, impact behavior for barrels fired out of cannons. Okay, so let's see what happens. Explode instantly on impact with ship structures, players, or creatures. All right, we got to test this out. That sounds fun. In water, barrels float for 6 seconds before sinking. They explode when their timer expires. Otherwise, barrels explode after the timer expires. Okay, so if you are shooting a barrel at somebody chasing you, maybe from behind, probably want to set a timer on it. So if you miss, it will explode in the water next to them, since it only explodes on impact, and it will float for 6 seconds in the water. So I don't know, I'm thinking maybe set a timer for probably 5 seconds, something like that. I'm not sure, because you got fly time as well. Interesting. We'll see how that works. Impact behavior on tossed barrels. In water, barrel floats for 6 seconds before sinking. They explode when their timer expires. So you could do like depth charges or something if you wanted to, I guess, as well. I wonder if that's a way to fish. That'd be cool if the fish floated up when you dropped a barrel in there that exploded. Otherwise, barrels explode after their timer expires. Damage immunity. Placed barrels are immune to ranged damage. Okay, so you can't shoot at a barrel that has been placed and make it explode, I'm guessing. Carried barrels are immune to all damage. Okay, so if you're carrying a barrel, you can't get sniped and have it explode. Destroyed barrels no longer explode unless as part of a chain reaction with another barrel. Known issue: when attempting to throw a barrel while on a ship, the barrel will drop where the player is standing and then explode. We are working on how to resolve this issue, and we'll send out a patch for it as soon as we can. All right, so we talked about you can throw barrels off ships. Don't throw barrels off ships. When attempting to throw a barrel while on a ship, the barrel will drop where the player is standing and then explode. We are appreciate y'all telling us that now. I feel like that should be at the top of this list, though, but that's just me. That's just me. All right, farmhouses. Farmhouses can no longer be placed in water. Farmhouses now only transfer a single stack of resources into a player's inventory per transfer interaction. That's nice. I thought that's what they were planning to do from the beginning. Increased distance requirement between farmhouse placement from 120M to 200M. So that was, what, 60 foundations to now 100 foundations. Farmhouse harvest rate reduced by 25% overall. Well, that sucks. Harvest interval increased from 15 seconds to 60 seconds. So instead of gathering 4 times a minute, it's going to gather 1 time a minute. Harvest amount has increased, and it gathers 3 times as much. So is this saying the overall rate over a period of time is 25%, and then this is the math on how they get there? Because it says harvest rate reduced by 25% overall, and then it says harvest amount increased 3 times, but it only pulls it once every minute instead of 4 times a minute. I don't know. I think that's what that means. We'll see. We'll find out. Stone Farmhouse has been moved to advanced automation skill and construction tree. Updated resource cost of constructing a stone farmhouse changed 360 metal to 180 alloy. Added 80 organic paste as additional cost. Reduced the draw distance of farmhouse from 1 kilometer to 400 meters. Reduced health of basic farmhouse from 30k to 20k. So it looks like they're trying to differentiate the stone and wood farmhouses. I haven't really seen much other differentiation at this point. Miscellaneous. This is interesting. This is kind of big, I think. Reduced NPC cost on puckles by 50%, and Army of the Damned can now be damaged by swivel guns. So, so the old trapping Army of the Damned and shooting them with swivel guns is now a thing, which is kind of cool. We'll see how that works out. Guys, we've got a lot of stuff going on. It's not just warehouses, but they talked about some of the new features, the explosive barrels. What do you guys think about the explosive barrels? Is this something you guys are going to use? Farmhouse update, they continue to tweak these things as well, and then the fact that you can put NPC costs on puckles for 50% less, and Army of the Damned can now be damaged by swivel guns. They're sneaking updates in each one of these, and I appreciate that. I hope they continue. I'm curious to see what's next, and I can't wait to see it, quite honestly. Guys, this is SurvivalBob. If you've enjoyed this, please hit that like button on the video and subscribe to my channel for more updates. I am working on a series for Atlas. I'm trying to get a couple other folks together so that we can do some PvP in a private server that I've got, and just have a good time and share our fun in Atlas. So make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications so you can see when that stuff comes out. Hope you guys have a great day, and remember, if you're going to be a Bob, have fun with it, and if you're going to play with explosive barrels, don't throw one off the back of a ship, or it will explode immediately and probably sink your ship and piss you off and make you rage quit. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Take care.